Welcome and good morning, family and friends of Tiffany and McCabe. On their behalf, thank you for being here as we witness one of life's most precious moments. This is an opportunity for us to share not only in the joy of Tiffany and McCabe's love, but also to reaffirm and appreciate the love and friendships we experience in our own lives. By your presence, you celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other, and you support their decision to commit themselves to a lifelong relationship. Today, their lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. Who presents this woman to make these promises with this man?
Her mother and I.
Please be seated. Tiffany McCabe would like to recognize all of you on this occasion. Friends, family, parents, and grandparents. They offer their profound gratitude for all of the love and care you have shown them. The unconditional gifts of love and support which you have continually offered have molded and inspired them to become who they are today, and they thank you from the bottom of their hearts. All of you are the most important people in their lives. You have shared in their best and worst days, and you are an irreplaceable part of their yesterdays, their today, and their tomorrows. So as you can see, although many of you may not live just right around the corner, you are never far from their hearts. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more. It is Tiffany and McCabe's desire to love each other for life, and that is what we are celebrating here today. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and for the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. To proclaim vows among the circle of your closest friends and family is very powerful because you both have given your solemn promise to each other that you will love, honor, cherish, respect, and always endeavor to understand and meet your loved one's needs. If both of you put each other's feelings above your own, your marriage will be a success and your love for one another will flourish. Tiffany and McCabe are here on their own accord and free will and proclaiming their intention to marry today. They are agreeing that their tomorrow will hold a common future with combined hopes, dreams, and promises of what will be. Basically, they're acknowledging what they're getting into. As an expression of your total willingness and to commit yourself to one another, I invite you to turn towards each other and join hands. Tiffany and McCabe, do you, with your family and friends as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage? Will you promise to care for each other in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together? The formal exchange of wedding vows are the words that couples for centuries have spoken to one another. And while they are very simple words, they have extraordinary meaning and importance. As you speak them, know that they are sacred promises to each other. So today, Tiffany and McCabe have chosen to share their love for each other by writing their own vows, in their own words. McCabe, you're first. Will you please share with Tiffany what you have written?
I will always will always choose you for every fun moment and adventure. I promise to love, respect, and trust you to be the best of myself, for I know that together we will continue to create a life far better than either of us could imagine. Oh, for our forever and ever.
I can't read through my eyes. Though we have all heard the vows shared by Tiffany and McCabe, words once spoken can be carried away in the wind. Therefore, the exchange of the wedding ring is a visible symbol of the promises made by Tiffany and McCabe here today. The ring finger of the left hand is the side of the body which holds the heart, has been used for the wedding band because for centuries people believed that there was a vein that ran directly from your heart to that finger. They also believed that the words that were spoken during the placing of the ring would resonate over and over, like the circumference of the band itself. The circle is a perfect figure, without beginning, without end, and no areas of weakness. Okay, take Tiffany's ring. And place it on her finger. Tiffany, know that McCabe is doing this as a sign that he chose you to be his lover, his partner, and his best friend to the end of his days. Wear it, think of him, and know that he loves you. Tiffany, take McCabe's ring. Place it on his finger. McCabe, know that Tiffany is doing this as a sign that she chose you to be her lover, her partner, and her best friend to the end of her days. Wear it, think of her, and know she loves you. Let these rings be a sign that love has a past, a present, and a future through you and within you. May the vows and promises you have made here today be as ever present in your hearts as these rings are on your fingers. Tiffany and McCabe have chosen to symbolize their love and commitment using the ritual of hand fasting. In ancient Celtic times, hand fasting, which involves binding bride and groom's hands together with colored ribbons, was one of the earliest forms of the wedding ceremony. The term tying the knot literally comes from this tradition. Tiffany and McCabe, will you please face your face? For the hand fasting ceremony today, Tiffany and McCabe have chosen colored ribbons presented by their parents to represent the qualities that they're bringing into the marriage relationship and their dedication to these important values. These ribbons will form the eternity symbol, visually demonstrating that your love will always be present and will run between the two of you throughout the years to come. Remember then, as your hands are fasted, these are not the ties that bind, but are rather the ones that signify the uniting of two lives into one. We'll begin with a blue ribbon symbolizing adventure being placed by Dawn, the mother of the bride. Will you both always seek to find the fun in life and in each other and promise never to lose your sense of adventure?
Yes.
A purple ribbon symbolizing friendship will be placed next by the mother of the groom, Rebecca. As best friends, will you show constant gratitude for the presence of this person who has chosen to make a life with you? Will you make each other the recipient of daily kindness and compliments? And will you be attentive and helpful and show tenderness towards each other with kind words and thoughtful actions?
Yes.
Next, a white ribbon will be placed by Kyle, the father of the bride, symbolizing trust. You both always make trust and respect the unfailing bedrock of your marriage and never seek cause to break it. lastly, a white and silver ribbon symbolizing passion will be placed by the father of the groom, Mr. Kennedy. Will you dream together to create new realities and hopes for your future, and seek to never lose your passion for life, love, and the pursuit of happiness? In Celtic tradition, these ribbons sometimes work. In Celtic tradition, sometimes these in Celtic tradition, these ribbons were kept on the bride and groom bound for a year and a day. Can you imagine the challenge that would create being bound 24/7, 366? However, it was used as a test to encourage them to fully cooperate and act as a team. Today, Tiffany and McCabe will be spared this part of the tradition, while honoring the original intention, that they will continue to work together as a team and uphold one another through all that life brings them. Your union is symbolized by the tying of these ribbons. Your union is formed by your friendship and commitment to the vows you have made, and will be enriched by the way you live your lives every day together. You hold in your hands the making or breaking of this union. When we remove these, when we remove the ribbons, the knot will remain tied, symbolizing two lives becoming one. We all know that individual visions of the future are not identical, but we hope yours always remain complementary. One last thing. This area is very special to McCabe and Tiffany and to your family. And you've been camping here and coming here for years and years and years. So, in the honor of preserving what's happening right here and right now, and how we're feeling right here and right now, we have a vial. And McCabe and Tiffany are going to work together, and they're going to capture some of the earth to preserve, along with their ribbon, the happiness and what this earth means to us right here. McCabe, we have heard your promise to share your lives in marriage. We recognize and respect the vows you have made here this day before each one of us as a witness. in the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here today, by the authority vested in me, and in accordance with the laws of this great state of Colorado. It is my tremendous honor and pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Now may the love that has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives. May you meet with courage the problems that arise to challenge you both, and may your relationship always be one of love and trust. May the happiness you share today be with you always, and may every word you have pledged here be the living truths in your lives. My hope for you is this: that you have many long years to delight in each other's company, to feel gratitude for you having the great fortune of found each other and loved each other, to make a home together that is at once sheltering and welcoming, to each do meaningful, productive work at home and in the world, and to love and be loved by the friends and family who have come to support you here today. Please face your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Tiffany and McCabe Northup.
Those of you who don't know me, my name's Aaron. I'm McCabe's best man and best friend. I've known both of them since 7th grade when I moved here in Colorado. I knew Tiffany first because she was friends with my sister back in the day. And I didn't know anything about McCabe because he was homeschooled for the first half of 7th grade. And then all of a sudden, a few months into the 7th grade semester, there was this rumor of, McCabe's coming back, McCabe's coming back. And I was all like, what the hell's McCabe? And little did I know, McCabe was the biggest damn bully on the I-70 corridor. So mean to me. So, I don't know if it was love or not, but one day we were in wrestling practice. And I was like, I'm going to stand up to the bully. So I did. And I got the wrestling team to hold him down. Strap my singlet. And then I pulled it off. And I put my bear bar right on his face. And I tried to show dominance at that exact time. And little did I know we'd like it. Years pass, and we're in high school this time, senior year. We're sitting up in MCC. It was one of our classrooms. Me and Kay were sitting in the back, drawing pictures because we never paid attention to anything. And you see this princess sitting a few seats up, these long tables. And McCabe's like, I like her. Do you think I have a chance? And I said, yeah, buddy. You're McCabe Kenneth Northup. Of course you have a chance.
Kevin.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
At that time I thought his name was Kenneth. And so I give him a little butt tap, and he goes up there and talks to Tiffany. And somehow he overcomes all the odds and obstacles life has given him. And for some reason, Tiffany she liked him. So sweet. And they start talking, and then they start dating. And then yesterday they got married, and Gabe got to see that little princess walking down the aisle. She had such a big smile on her face. It was the biggest I've ever seen Tiffany smile. It was cheesing so hard. And Tiffany, a beautiful bride. Yeah. And we're so lucky to see you like this 2 days in a row. It's pretty awesome. You're stunning. Gabe, you got such a big heart, buddy. I'll never once second guess your loyalty. We're dedication. We're love to Tiffany. You guys are the best friends anyone can ask for. Gabe and I, we're so happy in our lives. And thank you for honoring me. Love you, be your best man. I love you both.
All right, so I'm Tyler. I've gotten the honor of working with these two. I got to hire both of them, actually. So the coolest thing about Tiffany is that she came into my store once and she started, I'm an emotional guy, so get ready for this. She started and she was able to run circles around every guy that she worked with. So the work ethic that comes in this girl is hands down from you guys, and that's pretty impressive. So through working with McCabe, the moral value from his parents and him is absolutely incredible, because I grew up with a very different kind of family. So to see that, it's enriched my life, really. So I am truly honored to be part of this wedding. Thank you guys so much, and I wish you every happiness in the world. Love you guys. Cheers.
I'm Ashley, I'm maid of honor and Tiffany's cousin.
I'm Dylan, Ashley's brother, Tiffany's cousin.
As a child, your cousin is your first best friend. But Tiffany, let me tell you, you've been more than a best friend to the both of us.
You are our third amigo and our final musketeer. We grew up together, even though the beginning was a little rough.
You know the song. Tiffany hating Dylan and her hiding Dylan's shoes.
We still bonded unlike any other, from our weekends in Graham's basements to every Sunday at Elitch's.
Our hearts are filled to be a part of your wedding and sending you off into a future together.
We are beyond excited that you found someone who is as weird and is down to try crazy things in life as McCabe is.
Kid, we're excited to welcome you to our family.
And have you join as our fourth musketeer.
Congrats, Tiffany and the kid.
My name's Kristen, and I'm Tiffany's good friend. I met her in 4th grade. She walked into the classroom, and she had the cutest little pigtail braids I've ever seen in my life. And at first we hit each other. I just thought she was so entitled and so selfish. But then in 6th grade we went to outdoor lab, and we met through our friend Becca, Aaron's sister. And we bonded over chasing boys around and laughing a lot and just being totally crazy. And I've never met anybody like her. So over the years, she's grown to be my sister, and I can't imagine anybody else in her life like her. And then McCabe came into her life and totally rocked it. He gave her a companion that she could laugh with and hang out with when I wasn't there for her, and I'm so happy he did. And even though they've been apart through the years, I've seen them both be devastated being apart, but when they're together, it's the best thing in the world. They truly are so happy together. And I couldn't imagine anyone better for her. I'm so happy for you guys, and I love you. Cheers.
Follow up on, I want to defend myself on why McCabe was homeschooled, Aaron. He told this to Stephanie the other night. He was only homeschooled because at the end of his mid-7th grade year, his teacher said, he's just so damn funny, and we really love him. We don't know how to grade him. And education was important to his father and I always, and so I said, okay, buddy, after Christmas break, you're staying home with me. Yay! And we're homeschooling because you will get an education and you're not that funny. But he is. So, to defend that, my first introduction to Tiffany was from afar.
Yep, that's a good story.
It's a good story. Do you know the story?
I do.
He told you, I'm sorry. So I started college. I went back to college because I got married when I was 18 and I started having babies. And Karsten decided to go back to school and I thought he might need me. So I started college with Karsten. And McCabe and I had some classes in Aaron together. Yeah.
Yeah. I was my best grader.
Yeah, and I was told I could never wear sweats, yoga pants. There was a list of things I couldn't wear. And at that time, I wasn't this heavy. I was pretty cute. And so McCabe gave me a list of what I could and couldn't wear. And I always had to look nice at 8 o'clock in the morning. For his class, he and Aaron didn't always attend, so I don't know why it mattered. And so one day I was waiting out in front for McCabe, and there was this girl, Sassy, in a pair of Daisy Dukes, which McCabe had a matching pair. And she was in a cowboy hat, I believe, and boots.
Yep, boots.
And a flannel shirt. McCabe came and got in the car, and I said, and why can I not wear shorts? My thighs are like hers. And he said, thanks, Mom, that's my prom date. I have to say, Tiffany is as weird as he is. And when I'd say, she's really weird to the girls, they'd say, but he's really weird. We had a conversation a few days ago when we were shopping for flowers, and I said, my biggest fear of having a lot of children is that my in-law children could not love my other children. She gets them, she understands them, she embraces them, and she's good to them. And that means more to me as a mother than maybe her adoration for my son. Any child that would not be the greatest baker and bake cookies and he ate them, and that someone that would buy him marshmallow mateys and eat at the top of our wood chip pile breakfast at sunrise is very special. I love it.
So I'm very emotional. Always have been. When McCabe was a little boy, he was always very sensitive. I don't know where he got it. But McCabe has always been a good boy. And I'm proud of you. And he's a good man. I have a lot of respect for both of you. I love you both. Sorry. You wouldn't think at 280 pounds I'd be a baby. It's been great having Tiffany in our home, and she's fit right in. She's a smart aleck. She has a smart mouth. She curses like a sailor. And she holds. Thanks to her parents, I guess.
Just dad. That's just dad.
Just dad. I don't know what Dawn last night. I was waiting for for the F. But she holds all these boys at bay. She's great with my daughters, and I'm not surprised that this happened and that we're here. Yes. Love you both.
I'm the proud father of Brian. Well, first of all, I want to give thanks. Thank you for Kevin, Rebecca, for what you put on yesterday. I know that was tough. Set up, tear down. It was a beautiful ceremony. And for the boys, I mean, none of that could happen without you. But mainly, you have been the go-to person here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Stacy, Kristen, Sam, thank you. Now for the sappy part. I always heard the phrase bittersweet, and I never really understood it until yesterday. My angel, she's going to a good man. But, I would like to say, welcome to the family, but he's been in the family for so long now. And I love you both so much. You guys are going to be so happy. And we're so proud. I'm sure. You guys feel the same. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Dawn, mother of the bride. I'm a sappy, crying person. All the time. All the time. I didn't prepare anything. My parents, I'm very proud, are here as well. I do have very few words because I do replicate what my father does. I don't say a lot of things, but I do have to say, McCabe, welcome to the family. I love you. It's about time. And thank you all. I know this has been a journey, coming all the way from Denver. It really has been a journey, and I appreciate everything everybody has done to make this a beautiful ceremony for the two of them who deserve a life full of happiness. And Tiff, you know I love you more than life itself. All I wish for you is may all your dreams come true. I love you both. And now I'd like to welcome up my parents. And I hope for you that you can enjoy life and marriage as long as we have, 55 and a half years. Woo. So I wanted to tell you something that's so important that we had to realize, and it wasn't just the two of us, there's three, and it's God, and we're trying together, and we're, that's the success of our marriage, and then there's a little bit else, and that's, you gotta pick and choose your battles. You know what can set each other off. So you think about that, and is it really worth it? And you back away from it because it really wasn't that big a deal that you proved you're right, he's wrong, or he's right, she's or whatever. So, also agree to disagree on some issues. And we love you, Tiffany McCabe. We're so proud.
I just have some words of advice for McCabe. After I was married one year, I got mad at my wife. I looked at her and said, "How come God made you so beautiful and so dumb?" She looked at me and smiled. She looked at me and smiled. She said, "He made me beautiful so you'd marry me. He made me dumb so I'd marry you." I love you.
We'll see if I can keep it together. We just wanted to thank everybody for coming out, and we know it's difficult. We just want to thank everyone. We love everyone here. There's a reason why you guys are here, so you could watch me marry my best friend. Also, thank you.
So appreciate you all here. We know the trek it took, but this was such a special moment for us. We wanted closest friends and family here. So thank you so much. So a little bit about how McCabe and I met. I moved to Strasburg in 4th grade, and that's the first time I laid my eyes on McCabe, but you know, me being quiet, just like my mom and papa, and apple doesn't far far. So I never talked to him. I just like sat in the corner and put my head down, but he was very persistent, and by 11th grade, he asked me to prom, and I went, and now, happy ever after.
And then we wanted to just take a quick moment of silence, or just a quick moment. The Northup's grandmother had just recently passed away. So we just want to think about the people that couldn't be here today.
Here's to Grandma and Papa. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
So, been with Kate long time. Finally. So, I said I talked a lot, but the things I took with me is you are a good man. That's but you love her, and I could tell from the beginning that you did. When she'd make jokes about never getting a ring, it's like, Tiffany, it's just gonna be last minute, like at least like this
Like
is
my
happening. Yeah, like this is happening.
Too far, sorry.
So, you know, the kid's a good man. He was cute this week, camping, and you know, we broke the canopy. It's a big deal, but it had to be under the trailer where you couldn't see it because everything had to be perfect. And it was. And the kid loves deeply, isn't necessarily wears hard on his sleeve, but he means what he says. We're glad you're part of the family. Emily and I will admit we're part of the family. Thought we'd not like any sister-in-law. I mean, those are big shoes to fill. But you're inappropriate. You're funny as hell. You're a little bit trashy. But that's why.
Get it, girl.
I love you. You're my sister. No doubt. And hell yeah, girl.
So I actually have a funny story the first time I met Tiffany, and that was that I didn't really pay attention to her, and I thought, you know, this was the girl this week. It was clearly because Cave, I
I don't know.
And you were worried about me.
It was. There was, I don't know. And then a couple months went by, and it's like, still? And then a year went by, it's like, wow. And then a couple years, and it's like, where's the ring? But, and then there was a moment where I really thought he was going to marry Aaron, but.
Me too.
Sorry, buddy.
Caitlin thought the same thing.
But no, I think it was special. Tiffany and I became friends, and then became best friends, and then definitely sisters. Like Kate said, it was nice to go from 3 of 5 brothers, so a lot of testosterone, to finally having Tiffany in our life. And it was funny to see her at first at dinners, at our 11-foot table, and everyone gathered. Her eyes were huge, and it's like, you gotta get in there if you want to eat. Elbows are jabbing and words are flying, and some people are crying, but it was good. Finally, she was in there. She was slinging words back. She put Kevin in his place. She got right back with, our brothers, and it was good. It was good. Went from best friends to sisters. Not, the wedding's not Friday, Kate, but I love you too. And you're a good man, and I think it was important to see growing up, watching both of you, that you were best friends above anything else, and Mr. and Mrs. is important.
So, McCabe and Tiffany have been in my life for only 4 years, which is really crazy because I feel like it's weird. Yeah, I feel like I've known you forever and ever and ever. And not to be sappy, but my life is complete with you guys in it because they're not people. They're, it's, my day is not complete without talking to McCabe or Tiffany at least once a day, or texting, or, I just cannot imagine my life without you guys in it, and I am just thrilled for you. So I'm gonna keep it super G-rated, and I think I'll be the last to go, right? I want everyone to grab their drink, whatever you have in your hand, hold it high, and because cake is next, I want you to hold it high. Congratulations, McCabe and Tiffany. I love you.
When I have nothing to She asked me, son, when I grow old, will you buy me a house of gold? And when your father turns to stone, will you take care of me? She asked me, son, when I grow old, will you buy me a house of gold? And when your father turns to stone, will you take care of me?
love you both so much. Thank you for making me your best man. I will probably forget this night at the same time I'll never forget this night. See you at the Oliver's.